She's busy. She's not looking at me. No one ever looks at me. I want my mommy.
Up next, Russ and I are going to talk about Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
So go ahead and meet us in Montauk and hit that subscribe button.
Don't forget about us.
Okay.
Kino Lorber putting out Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, July 26th on 4K Ultra HD, which again is another fire release from them. There is a lot of good features on here from a previous release that had come out, and it's cool that this is in 4K. I'm sure it's going to look beautiful in 4K. Most of the Kino stuff we've seen has looked pretty good. It's got the new Dolby Vision HDR master, color graded by the cinematographer, who is the one that's coming back to do an interview.
Was it Jan de Bont?
Not Jan de Bont. This is Ellen Kuras. Audio commentary from Michel Gondry and Charlie Kaufman. I don't think it's a documentary, but it's a pretty sizable featurette on a look inside the creation of the film. There's a conversation with Jim Carrey and the director. There's a conversation with Kate Winslet and the director. Inside the mind of director Michel Gondry. Anatomy of a scene, deleted and extra scenes. The Polyphonic Spree Light and Day music video. And then a Lacuna infomercial. What are your thoughts on this movie?
It's a masterpiece.
I know.
You'd say that with a shrug.
I say it with a shrug because
Tired of talking about that?
No,
it's
not tired. It's just sometimes I wish I had a hot take.
Yeah, there's
sometimes
no
it's one of those, I
yeah.
want to come in here and be like, you know what, fuck that movie. Nah, dude, it's a masterpiece from the beginning to the end. The only thing I think I can complain about is I'm not a big Elijah Wood fan, but he's playing a dick in it.
Yeah.
So, hey, masterpiece.
As chaotic visually as sometimes this movie gets, and kind of like just bizarre in general with how the movie is put together, it's crazy to me that like it does work so well and that it is a masterpiece, because you don't see movies that are this like fragmented, even with the subject matter, the way they chose to portray the subject matter and how they chose it to look fragmented and feel fragmented. It's like this should have just, it seems like on its face that this is just going to live over here in a corner and not be it. But man, was that movie so awesome. Like you said, it's a masterpiece.
It is the most challenging thing you've ever seen, but fun.
And it had a point. And the thing I
solid
love,
point.
and the thing I loved about it was what it says about love in general.
You like?
Or the whole point it's making that, dude, love sucks. You're gonna get hurt, but the journey is worth it. And the fact that they have resigned their lives to keep reliving the misery because the love is worth it. And that's true. There's no relationship that's perfect. But at the end of the day, once you start to take away the good things, you realize, nah, it's worth the pain. Yeah. And I think this movie visually shows it.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey's brilliant in it. Kate Winslet, she's great as always. I have nothing bad to say about the movie, honestly.
You're right. And it hits emotionally, like it hits so good. And because, like you said, it is like a sci-fi sort of movie. And I think the theme is so powerful that it sort of rises above like this just being like a sci-fi movie. And they might even downplay some of the sci-fi elements a little bit and focus more on the love aspect. But I was thinking about Jim Carrey. When I was thinking about his filmography, I kind of forgot for a second that this movie landed much further out in his film output, where he had already been doing relatively some serious stuff. Like he kind of started off as like obviously very goofy humor. Then it went into more that was just straight comedy. Then it was kind of, okay, let's try to do dabble in some like drama or whatever. But this definitely is a gem within his serious film.
It's his best serious film.
Yuck.
I've never seen Man in the Moon. And I know a lot of people.
Way better than Man
I know a lot of people love him and his performance as Andy Kaufman in that movie.
It's really hard for me to not see Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
And to me, he doesn't ruin it. Like he's great. He did what he could do.
Yeah.
It's just his face is so ingrained in me as Ace Ventura. Eternal Sunshine's perfect. Eternal Sunshine is better than Truman Show. I'll say that too. Honestly, I think Truman Show is a little overrated.
Okay.
This movie just has a heart that these other movies just do not have. Like you said, it's like when you're talking about love and loss and pain, and it's not just them. It's like the whole cast. Everyone's going through it. Kirsten Dunst and Mark Ruffalo, like they're having some issues and drama trying to erase their own memories and all kinds of stuff. Like everybody's dealing with like these sort of issues. I think it's universal.
And I love Kate Winslet. Kate Winslet is one of the best actresses of this generation. and I think he was better than her.
Excuse me?
And he didn't even get nominated. She did.
I did not know her well enough in this movie, but now that going back and looking at her as an actress and looking at her in this film and other things I've seen her in, I agree with you. I think she's outstanding.
Outstanding.
And he, it's so crazy that he was even able to be in this movie and be the person they needed him to be. And the fact that he could be, it was just so jaw-dropping for me to watch and be like, wow, this guy can literally do pretty much anything. Like, he can be this actor, he can be Ace Ventura. He can do either one.
Yes.
Sort of what kind of gels it all together, not just them, and you have the visual style.
Are you going to say John Bryan?
I'm going to say friggin' John Bryan, bro. I mean, give me a break.
Nah,
like,
and honestly, it's probably his best score. I think it's my favorite score of his.
So good. Yeah. So freaking good.
This is also my wife's favorite movie.
What?
Will you be picking this up in 4K?
I will. And you know what's funny? I own that DVD special edition that was like the two disc, came with the slipcase and all that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Don't ask me how, because I am very anal about my collection. That one of those discs got scratched.
Oh my!
And I remember I was so angry about it, and I never replaced it. So I'm prime. I'm ready. I gotta get this.
You're ready.
And you're right. This is a visual movie. I want to see this in 4K. If Kino does anything remotely close to what they did with Misery, yes.
I can't wait to see some of the early, screenshots or reviews on this. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to get it no matter what, because I only ever had it on DVD.
Insane.
So I'm excited to get this in 4K, but I'm really excited to see what it looks like. Kino, keeping it classy. They're just doing their usual original box art with their slipcover on it. I like that. Features really aren't that new, but they're still nice nonetheless. So
at least we're not losing them.
No, you're not losing them. You're getting everything you want, plus probably a fantastic picture upgrade. So that's coming out again July 26th from Kino.
Maybe in one time.